Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we've got a few little crafts here for Thanksgiving. I wanted to get a few Thanksgiving projects in, so got a couple here with the give thanks and thankful, and I made myself a template, and you're just seeing I'm cutting it here in Design Space. Made a template for the inside of a charger from Dollar Tree and one of the house shapes that they have, and I'm just showing here, I'm walking through what I'm using. I use smart vinyl and getting it cut out so that I can apply it. I did everything in white vinyl on these two projects, and I really liked how they turned out. So just finishing up here, letting it run through the cutting process. And I'm just going to trim the excess off of here and salvage some of the vinyl. And so just trimming that with my paper trimmer. Now, I used the Cricut Smart Vinyl, which has white backer and white vinyl. So it is harder to see here as I'm doing this. But I'm just going to get it all prepped and get it ready. I'll weed it out here. You can start to see a little bit, because then you can see that the backer has a little bit of a shinier, glossier finish to it, and the matte, the vinyl is actually matte instead, so you'll see that. And I just trim away here when I've got a bigger project. I'm just trimming away a little bit so that I can see and not let it lay back down accidentally on something. Had a little bit of finer details there on the word thankful, and so I wanted to give it a little bit more attention as I took that excess off of there and weeded it out. And just getting it all ready here. These two projects didn't take hardly any time at all to do, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. With just, two pieces from Dollar Tree, you can make a neat little piece of decor for your home. And I know some people like to see the weeding, so I'm leaving that in there so you can kind of see the whole process. I have to do some surgery sometimes on some of the cuts if I'm too fast to weed, or if I, make an error or something like that. I'll just let y'all enjoy some music a little bit while working on this. Do you go straight from Halloween to Christmas decor in your home? We host Thanksgiving, so I kind of wanted to have some Thanksgiving decor. Now, I have had the Christmas tree up before at Thanksgiving dinner, but this year I really wanted to try to have the two, have it separated a little bit and enjoy the Thanksgiving with some fall colors and things like that. So I chose to make a couple extra pieces that were dedicated toward showing our thankfulness to the Lord for all of our blessings. I had to adjust my camera just a little bit there, sorry. I was doing this in low light. actually had these done, but I have been under the weather and not been able to do my voiceover. So it's also why I'm saving a few words tonight as I'm doing this. Just trying to not overexert. So I was showing the difference there. I used 2 different kind of scrapers. It depends on what you're doing, what might work best. So if one's not getting it done, grab the other and see. Of course, one is drastically, slimmer than the other and doesn't have as wide a footprint. So it has a different effect there. So, but here is on the wood charger there, the give thanks phrase. So I really liked how that turned out. Like I said, when I made my template in Design Space, I just used the inner part of that ring of the charger to know for my sizing. And so I made a circle in there for that and went with that. So, and then here's my little leaf that didn't lift up, and so I put it on. But that way I didn't make my image any bigger than what could fit in that area. So I got that on there. And then for my template in Design Space for the little house, I used a rectangle and a triangle. And I did measure the triangle portion of the house and the rectangle portion. So I have that in Design Space now, so I can use it for future projects. And so this actually was an image, I believe, intended for a card front. And I just grabbed it up. It had little edges off to where you would use the insert card piece for like the front of your card if you're making it with your Cricut. And I just removed those. I used the contour feature and removed those. And I thought this would fit just about perfect on there. So here I am doing a little surgery. Had a little piece not lay exactly like I wanted, so had to go back and fix that. So I didn't edit any of this out, what I was doing there. So I had to use a couple different tools to get it like I wanted it. So and I wasn't sure, should I use parchment paper to help lay this down, or should I just go for it? So I tried to clean it up there where you're seeing I'm just cutting off the excess transfer tape so that can drop right down in there so I can get it square. And I got it like I wanted it on the bottom edge, and it's just going to tuck right in there. And I just went for it with it and used the scraper tool to kind of get it smoothed down in there the way I thought it should be. And I really am happy with how that turned out. I like how it filled the top part of the little house. So they're just showing what the products were, because I realized I hadn't before. So there's the finished product. And here I have it sitting beside my olive oil bottle in my kitchen. And then under our TV with a little turkey that a special someone made there last year. And so here, speaking of turkeys, we've got another turkey project here. This is a little project that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and I believe it was 40% off when I grabbed it. It wasn't Halloween yet, I should say, when I got that. So I don't know, was it even August? You know how they start so early. So anyway, it said to line your pan with aluminum foil. And I remember my mom doing one of these when I was a small child, and me being there for it. I don't think I had much hand in it, to be honest. But so I thought this could be something that maybe we keep for, years and years to come, and hopefully it's a good memory. So instead of lining the pan, I thought, it'll be great. It'll help contain everything if I just do right around the turkey itself, because it comes with this metal piece, and then it comes with the plastic crystals to melt in there. Well, as we were doing this, we get started here, and it actually got some crystals up under the edge, so it wasn't laying flat. So when you go to bake this, because that's what you're going to do, you're going to make a stained glass project out of it, it was not going to lay flat, and I was worried it was going to ruin. So We get just a little started here, and then we realize quickly, like, we're going to have a problem here. And so we kind of back up here in just a second, and there you are. And we took everything out, just lifted it out, and lined the little pan again. And I believe that this is just one of the little pans that came with an air fryer. It says to do this in a conventional oven, so we did not do this in the air fryer, though. I would be concerned if it would blow those little beads or those crystals around and really mess up your image. So anyway, we began filling it back up. We used some tweezers to get them exactly like we wanted. And I pause it on and off here, pause the video to spare you a little bit of the time that we spent. This actually ended up taking longer than I would think, but it was really fun, and it is a beautiful project in the end. Really happy with how it turned out. We placed everything in, and then once baking it, we realized there were some little voids in where the beads had been. So here we were talking back and forth about who should do what, and we just worked on it and got it like we wanted it, and I'm real happy with how it turned out, though. We laughed, we commiserated on some of it. So it was hard too. We joked that it was if you got one out of place, it was like playing Operation. And so we were joking about that, like the that you get when it when you bump the side of when you're trying to take the body parts out, as she said. And so we did have a good time with it. We were up later than we intended with it. This actually was done just last night. As I'm doing this voiceover, I wanted to add this in. The other projects had been done, and I wanted to make sure I did a complete Thanksgiving video. So here we are. We're getting everything like we wanted. We tried to just do a color at a time, and here you can see the next phase. And so we got those like we wanted and just worked on it a little bit at a time. It was tricky on some of them. I don't remember the suggested age on this, but I would think also it would be kind of cool if you just let it be all mixed up. We did do another little project. We got a bonus project out of this. And so here we were laughing and talking and being silly. But we did end up with another little bonus project out of this, and we'll show you what it looks like too. So here we finally put the turkey in the oven, as we were joking last night about this. And here it is as its stages of baking. And here, as it started to cool, we did get some crackling as it was cooling, so we just ended up putting it back in and letting it melt a little bit more. But there it is hanging in the sunlight today. So I appreciate you watching. If you enjoy the video, please give a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. It really helps my channel grow. I would like to grow this, so please give me a thumbs up, and consider coming back around for more videos. So as you'll see, there's a spot to subscribe there and a spot for the next video. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.